Another day, another story. The town of Willowbrook, with its picturesque streets and charming facade, appeared to be the epitome of small-town perfection. But beneath its idyllic surface, darkness lurked, waiting to reveal itself to those who dared to look closer. In the heart of Willowbrook, Sarah, a young artist, struggled to find inspiration for her art. Haunted by a traumatic past, she was plagued by recurring nightmares that left her feeling disconnected from the world around her. The shadows of her past cast a pall over her present, making it difficult for her to find the beauty in life. Meanwhile, David, a disillusioned pastor, questioned his faith and his purpose in the town he once believed he could save. The weight of his doubts and the burden of guilt weighed heavily on his shoulders, leaving him feeling isolated from his congregation and the very essence of his calling. The darkness that enveloped Willowbrook seemed to seep into his soul, leaving him searching for answers in a world filled with despair. Emma, a single mother, fought a daily battle to make ends meet and provide for her young daughter. Working multiple jobs and facing constant financial hardships, she struggled to find a glimmer of hope in her life. The shadows of poverty and desperation threatened to consume her, but she clung to the belief that there was a better future waiting for her and her daughter. And then there was Marcus, a troubled teenager seeking solace in the wrong places. Drawn to the allure of the local gang, he found himself caught in a dangerous world that promised an escape from his own inner demons. The shadows of his past mistakes loomed large, pushing him further into a cycle of self-destruction. As the seasons changed in Willowbrook, the lives of these interconnected characters began to intertwine. Their individual struggles became entangled in a web of secrets and lies that threatened to tear the town apart. The darkness that had once been hidden beneath the surface now seeped into every corner, casting a pall over the once hopeful community. But amidst the shadows, a glimmer of light remained. Sarah, David, Emma, and Marcus each carried within them the seeds of resilience and the power to confront their own demons. As they navigated the complexities of their lives, they would come to realize that the key to finding redemption lay in facing their pasts and finding the strength to move forward. In the town of Willowbrook, where darkness and light danced in a delicate balance, the characters' journeys would unfold over the course of a year. They would confront the cyclical nature of their struggles, the consequences of their choices, and the power of hope in the face of despair. The stage was set, and the shadows of the past loomed large. The town of Willowbrook would never be the same again. The town of Willowbrook, once a beacon of hope, now stood on the precipice of darkness. As the shadows deepened, the secrets and lies that had been carefully concealed began to unravel, threatening to expose the truth that lay beneath the surface. Sarah, haunted by her traumatic past, found herself plagued by recurring nightmares that tore at the fabric of her sanity. In a series of vivid flashbacks, the source of her pain was revealed, shedding light on the emotional scars she carried. The weight of her past became an anchor, holding her back from finding inspiration for her art and leaving her feeling trapped in a cycle of despair. David, the disillusioned pastor, stumbled upon a scandal within his church that shook the foundation of his faith. The revelation shattered his illusions of righteousness and left him questioning the very essence of his calling. Torn between his desire to expose the truth and his fear of the consequences, David grappled with the moral dilemma that threatened to consume him. Emma, the single mother, found herself at a crossroads as her financial struggles intensified. Desperate to provide for her young daughter, she became entangled in an illicit scheme to make quick money. The allure of a better life blinded her to the consequences of her choices, and she found herself walking a dangerous path that compromised her integrity and placed her in harm's way. Meanwhile, Marcus, the troubled teenager, found himself sinking deeper into a world of violence and crime. The gang he had become involved with promised an escape from his own inner demons, but as the darkness closed in around him, he began to question the choices he had made. The consequences of his actions loomed large, and he yearned for a way out, a chance at redemption. In the small town of Willowbrook, the web of secrets and lies grew ever more tangled. The characters' lives became intertwined, their paths crossing in unexpected ways. The once peaceful community was now a breeding ground for suspicion and mistrust, as the darkness that had been lurking beneath the surface threatened to consume them all. The secrets and lies built tension, creating a sense of unease that permeated the town. The residents of Willowbrook could no longer ignore the cracks in their idyllic facade. The darkness that had been festering beneath the surface was seeping into every aspect of their lives, leaving them questioning everything they thought they knew. As the shadows deepened, the characters were faced with a choice. They could either succumb to the darkness that surrounded them, or find the strength to confront their own demons. The secrets and lies that had once held them captive now became the catalyst for change, pushing them to seek redemption and the possibility of a brighter future. The town of Willowbrook stood on the precipice of darkness, its once idyllic facade now marred by the secrets and lies that had been carefully concealed. As the shadows deepened, the residents found themselves grappling with their own inner demons, seeking redemption and the power of hope in the face of despair. Sarah, the young artist haunted by her traumatic past, had reached a breaking point. The weight of her pain had become unbearable, suffocating her creativity and leaving her feeling trapped in a cycle of despair. But within the depths of her darkness, she found a glimmer of hope. With each stroke of her paintbrush, she began to confront her past, using her art as a means of catharsis. Through her creativity, she discovered the transformative power of self-expression and the possibility of healing. David, the disillusioned pastor, had been torn apart by the scandal within his church. The foundation of his faith had been shattered, leaving him adrift in a sea of doubt and disillusionment. But as he grappled with his crisis of faith, he began to find redemption in unexpected places. Through acts of compassion and forgiveness, he learned to let go of his doubts and embrace a renewed sense of purpose. In the depths of his darkest moments, he discovered that true faith was not found in the perfection of the institution, but in the imperfect hearts of those who sought solace and redemption. Emma, the single mother struggling to make ends meet, had found herself caught up in a dangerous scheme to escape her financial hardships. But as the consequences of her choices began to weigh heavily on her conscience, she made a courageous decision. She chose to stand against the illicit path she had taken, determined to rebuild her life with integrity and determination. In the love she had for her daughter, she found the strength to confront her own shadows and seek a brighter future. Marcus, the troubled teenager seeking solace in the wrong places, had reached a breaking point. The violence and crime that had once promised an escape from his inner demons now threatened to consume him. But within the darkness, he discovered a flicker of hope. Through the support of unexpected allies and the realization of his own worth, he began to question the path he was on. With each step towards redemption, he found the possibility of a different future, one free from the chains of his past. In the small town of Willowbrook, the characters' paths converged once again, their journeys of self-discovery and healing intertwining. As they confronted the consequences of their actions and the ripple effects of their choices, they discovered the power of resilience and the belief that even in the darkest of times, redemption was possible. The secrets and lies that had once held them captive no longer had a hold over their lives. They had found the courage to face their pasts, to expose the truth, and to embrace the transformative power of redemption. In the duality of darkness and light that danced within the town of Willowbrook, they had discovered that the power to overcome their shadows lay within themselves. Thanks for watching.